Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I finally came up with an idea for a video, and I'm borrowing this idea from my friend Ian, whose channel name is Forkerball. And he's doing, instead of a haul video where you show what you're bringing into the house, he did an anti-haul video showing the stuff he's giving away. And I've been piling up DVDs and Blu-rays for a little while now, getting ready to take them to Goodwill. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. So I thought I would show you what I'm giving away and different reasons. Some things I've upgraded to Blu-ray copies, and some things I watched once and that was enough. And some things I rewatched after a long time and decided that I could live without them. Okay. But to begin with, here are a couple of things that I picked up from Hamilton Book a while ago. Seasons 1 and 2 of the Lone Ranger TV series. And I'm giving these away because I bought them a second time. I completely forgot that I had these and I bought them again. So if anybody wants the Lone Ranger, write to me and I'll sell them to you. Okay? No, just kidding. I wouldn't do that. So here are some things that I'm giving away because I've upgraded them. First of all, Bluebeard, the film starring John Carradine, which this copy is from Sinister Cinema, and it's not bad, except that the sound is kind of bad. But even with the upgraded Blu-ray version, where it has a better picture and better sound, it's not that great of a film. Uh, so I don't like the Blu-ray much better than I like this. But anyway, another Sinister Cinema copy, Psychomania. I'm giving this away because I upgraded to a Blu-ray on its with its alternate title, which I think is called Violent Saturday, something like that. Anyway, pretty good film. And The Breakfast Club. I This is a perfectly good DVD. I've had it for years, watch it all the time, nothing wrong with it. But I was in a used store, disc replay store, and I found a used Blu-ray for something like $5, and I thought, why not? So I guess I'll give this away. Great movie. And finally, I've decided to give away an extra DVD copy of All About Eve that I've had for a long time because I have a Blu-ray and I have another DVD copy, so I don't really need this. Um, Fantastic movie anyway. So hopefully I'll put this back into the culture and somebody will discover this. I hope so. Now here are some films that I rewatched after a long time and I don't need them anymore. Yeah. Or are these? Yeah, here we go. Um, Lolita, Stanley Kubrick. I haven't watched this for years and years. Finally got around to putting it in again, and I really don't like it. It's a very distasteful, unpleasant film to watch, so I'll let somebody else suffer. Here's a film with Heath Ledger called The Order, where he plays a Catholic priest, kind of a horror film, and not that great. I can live without it. Here's something called Stir Crazy. This is about a rock group. Let's see, what is the plot of this stupid thing? It's really, really a dumb movie. Let's see. Who is in this? Oh, okay. It's all about a British group that comes back and reunites, trying to recapture fame and fortune, and it doesn't work. I'm also giving away The Sting. Don't hate me. I know it's a classic. Everybody loves it. I like it, but I'm not crazy about it. I see no reason to keep it on the shelf. So let somebody else enjoy it. I am giving away Bram Stoker's Dracula by Francis Ford Coppola. Picked this up several years ago at Big Lots. Watched it once, didn't like it, wrote a very negative review on my blog, and finally decided to give it a second chance. And I liked it maybe 1/10, a little bit more than I did the last time, but not enough to keep it on the shelf. I'll never watch this again. Okay, this is going to piss everybody off. I'm giving away A Christmas Story, which I picked up used, and I watched it twice now, and I'm not a member of the cult. Sorry, folks. It's okay, but nothing special. So let somebody else have fun with it. I'm also giving away these two Patrick Swayze classics, Dirty Dancing and The Ghost, both of which are okay, but I'm not crazy about them, so why keep them, right? Anyway, Here's sort of a film noir that I think I saw this at the show. I can't remember. Yeah, I did. I saw this at the movies. I believe I did. Anyway, I'll sleep when I'm dead. And I liked it the first time I saw it. Watched it again, and I couldn't get into it at all. So goodbye. I'm giving away Love Actually, which I saw at the show years ago, enjoyed it thoroughly. Picked this copy up at Big Lots, very cheap, and it's been on the shelf for a while. A few months ago, I decided to take it down and experience it again. I could not get into it. I mean, I don't know if the movie changed or I changed, but something did. Okay, now you're really going to hate me when I show you Grease. I never was a big fan of Grease at all, and I watched it again recently, and has a few good things about it, but not enough to take up space on the shelves. I don't like the music that much. Some of the dancing is pretty good in some places, but I don't know. It did not bring back the spirit of the 50s for me at all. The best moment in the film is when Frankie Avalon sings, what is it, Beauty School Dropout? Yeah, something like that. Anyway. And finally, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which I rewatched again after a long time, and it's just okay. And here are the films that I've watched maybe once, and that's more than enough. Pulp, starring Michael Caine. Flatliners. I picked this up at the last Kino Lorber sale that I took part in, and I watched it once and went right to sleep. Michael Caine, The Ipcress File. I don't think I'm cut out for spy thrillers at all. I could not get into this movie. So I know it's very popular. People love it, but sorry, folks. And I picked this up just a few days ago. A Hole in the Head. It's a Frank Capra film starring Frank Sinatra, Edward G. Robinson, Eleanor Parker, Thelma Ritter, Carolyn Jones, Keenan Wynn, and a child actor named Eddie Hodges. And I couldn't believe how 2 hours of people arguing and bickering. It's just really, really an irritating film. The only thing good about it was the song, which became a hit. It's called High Hopes, which Frank Sinatra sings with Eddie Hodges. Very cute little song. And the theme song during the credits is also very beautiful. But uh, no thanks. This is sort of a documentary, Opus Dei and the Da Vinci Code, which is not all that fascinating. Once is enough. Okay. Had this sitting on the shelf for years. Decided to watch it again. I thought, I don't need to keep this. The Kids Are All Right, starring Annette Bening, Julianne Moore, and Mark Ruffalo. Okay. Anyway, um, Stanley and Iris with who are these people? Jane Fonda and Robert De Niro. A joy to watch. Well, not really. It was okay. Nothing special. This French movie, Bob something, Bob the Gambler. Sorry, I can't pronounce the French. I heard so many people talking about this, how wonderful it was, and I thought I'd give it a chance. It's another Kino Lorber film, and sorry, wasn't my style. Another Kino Lorber film actually is from that sale, but it's from Redemption. This is Die Screaming Maryanne, starring Susan George. I had great hopes for this one, but I thought it was just a boring, stupid movie, which I would call Die of Boredom, Marianne. Okay, directed by Pete Walker, who is apparently pretty well known name for horror films. Yeah, couldn't get into it. Sideways, what a boring movie. A bunch of people talking about wine. Oh my God, Paul Giamatti, Thomas Hayden Church, Virginia Madsen, Sandra Oh. I thought this would at least be funny a little bit, but not really. This is a documentary about years ago from Big Lots, One Day in September, all about the killing of the hostages, the Israeli hostages in the 1972 Olympics in Munich. Of course, which is something I remember happening. Never got around to watching this. This is only a one watch. It's been sitting on the shelf for years, and I finally got around to watching it, and it was interesting, but I'll never watch it again, so I'm not going to keep it. Pick this up used. Dark Water, starring Jennifer Connelly. Not a bad horror film. It's kind of illogical and stupid. A remake of was it a Japanese or a Korean film, one of the two. But it was okay. But again, I'll never watch it again. So picked this up used, and it was a one watch. Thoroughly enjoyed this. The Terminal, Tom Hanks. Um, Thoroughly enjoyed it. I consider this to be like a one time trip to the movies where you have a good time watching it, but you don't care if you never see it again. And that's how I feel about this. I'm not a huge fan of Tom Hanks, but this was okay. It was fun to watch. I picked this up as a blind buy at Barnes and Noble recently, a 2024 film, Blink Twice, starring Naomi Ackie, Channing Tatum, Christian Slater, Kyle MacLachlan, Gina Davis, and Haley Joel Osment from that crazy film. Um, yeah, I really did think this was going to be good, and it wasn't. So anyway, and a couple of things I picked up recently at Dollar Tree just for a buck 25, which is what they cost now. This is called My Zinc Bed, which is really one of the most boring and irritating films I've ever seen. Who are these people? Uh, Uma Thurman, Jonathan Pryce, Patty Considine, good actors, but oh man, what a bad film. And finally, this thing with Christian Bale called Out of the Furnace, which I started to watch, and I don't know, it was just kind of a dark, bloody mess, and I don't really care about it, so I turned it off. Anyway, that's my haul, or I should say anti-haul, and so give me hell for giving away a Christmas Story. Come on, folks, I'm ready to hear it.